Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round I got Friday night in the Guncannon Heavy Type D. This is level 2 at 450, and it's been given a pretty decent overhaul. It now has damage control. I believe it's level 2 or 3 at level 2. I think it's level 2 on the 450 level 2 Heavy D. Um, it now has a bullpup machine gun as a sub weapon, and like most bullpup machine gun sub weapons, I feel like it's a little bit better than the standard one. Probably more than a little. I just haven't run the standard bullpup in a while. Um, it also got a stronger shield. It went from a standard ground type shield with 2,300 hit points to a custom version with 4,000. I always love landing the boot. And there's a GAN. I've run the GAN a few times. I'm really enjoying it, but I don't have anything I really, really like yet. So it's coming. It will show up for sure. Let's see. But yeah, it's doing pretty well. Yeah, I figured that would be a better choice because if the boot has a longer wind up, so it would keep so they'd have a chance to move or guard, since the GAN now has active guard. I think it has active guard Kai, in fact, but I'll double check that when we get to that video. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. It is the buffs have been fun for a lot of suits I haven't used in a long time, but really liked. This being one of them. And yeah, now time to take the point because well, we need it. If you can get the center point, it's almost always a good idea. And since Heavy Type D is, for the most part, a medium to long range mobile suit, it's good to have a platform to fire from. So I didn't expect that to hit. I thought I arced it a little too high, but trying to think what else to mention. But yeah, this is pretty much the best I've done at the moment. I think I'm not sure what I got hit by there, but I got hit by it again. I guess it was one of the, it might have been the enemy Heavy Type D. I got to remember I have Vulcans too. I don't think I remember to use them this entire round. There's probably a couple moments where it would have been good. But yeah, in terms of other things that got buffed, I tried out the Gotcha. That's pretty good. I do like the new chain explosion missiles. And yeah, a couple of other things here and there. But so far, this is the only round where I think I've done relatively well with anything. So that's where we're starting. But yeah, I really do like these big, massive piles of buffs. So, and I just read something interesting. Apparently, California has passed a law that says that games that online service games like GBO2 have to give at least 60 days notice before shutdown. And I believe there is a requirement to make an offline version available, or you pay a fine. So that's not the worst news. Also, do not be surprised if your favorite, if your favorite gotcha game or whatever suddenly gets a service or gets an update saying not available in California. Just that's how these things usually work, unfortunately. But I hope they just take that seriously and provide for offline versions of things when they close. Because again, GBO2, that I feel like that's going to be, it'd be really awful not to. So much work has gone into this game. It should be accessible when it is no longer profitable. It just for people who have put so many hours and dollars into it, like me, but not even as many dollars as many, but hours. I think I have like 1,600 hours logged on each of my two accounts. So, yeah, I've been at this a while. See, trying to think what else to mention, but yeah, that's about the size of things at the moment. We've got a little bit of a lead with 3.5 minutes to go. We're a little bit spread out, but that is just kind of part and parcel of the kind of team we're running here, I think. We've got two Gundam Unit 5s, which are, can be used at pretty much any range, but I'd say are pretty good at long range in particular. The Alex is a medium to short range suit, and I think that's the prototype camper, which, yeah, can also be, medium to short range, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't worry about team comp, but having two identical raids was an interesting choice, I felt like. But to be honest, it was one of those nights where it's like, I don't want to worry about it. Let's just see what happens. Besides, when you have weird teams like that is when interesting things tend to happen, and interesting things are kind of what I want to show. So, but as you can tell, yeah, still in blather mode. Sinuses are a little bit better. If I sound a little snuffly, it's because I am. Yeah, I think that's the enemy Guncannon Heavy Type D. So, yeah, like I said, that shield now has 4,000 hit points as a base, so that is a big improvement. I know it's not part of the design, but just given the nature of things, I would love if when they had upgraded it, they had changed the shield to a reinforced 8th MS team type shield, just because, again, not part of the actual design, but thematically that would have been perfect. But yeah, we pulled ahead a little bit. I think there's an Ewak Nero. Yep, it just spotted me, so. And here's the whole enemy team, which outside of this round was the story of my life tonight. I forgot several things did get the ability to throw their grenades while moving, but the gun cannon was not one of them. So I was trying to do that, and it went poorly. Let's see, what else? Well tagged a shield. That's about all I can claim at the moment. But since this Blue Destiny is trying to get me, that's not bad. I am really lucky there because I'm pretty sure that its downswing intersected my shield first, and yeah, GBO, and that was just dumb. Why did I do that? And GBO2 rules are, if an attack intercepts, or if an attack first hits your shield, it counts as a shield hit. Even unless it has a special quality to pierce shields, which heavy attacks and a few other things do, like the Nero's flash grenades now will still affect you if they are blocked with the shield. And but yeah, if something hits a shield or a piece of scenery, a lot of times before it hits the mobile suit, it will not count as a hit on the mobile suit. So that's good to know, certainly. We've got about 20 seconds left. We've got a solid lead. I hope I'm actually staying on the microphone so my voice isn't wavering too much. And yeah, they're kind of ganging up on us. I got the damage from the kick, but not the knockdown. I feel like people are not always prepared for that kick. It's a good, it's a good desperation move if you're not sure what else to hit somebody with. So, but yeah, went pretty well. And let's take a look at the final numbers. Okay, our two Gundam Unit 5s did really well. I came in second overall with 2760 points and 88,000 damage, I think it was. So, yeah, I'll take that. It was fun. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Okay, yeah. So, like I said, the main additions to the suit are it now has a bullpup machine gun as a sub-weapon and a stronger shield. Beyond that, at level 1, it gained 1,000 hit points, went from 15.5 to 16.5. Got one extra slot in each of the 3 locations, so it went from 8.10.10 to 9.11.11. The level 1 got damage control level 1, 2 and 3 got damage control level 2. Level 4 got damage control level 3. Damage control is the skill that makes it harder to build stun you. Level 2 and above got thrusters knocked up from 50 to 55. And level 4 got from 55 to 60. And yeah, level 2 and above also got a bonus level to enhance tackle. It's now level 4 instead of level 3. Shoulder cannons got an increase in power of 50 points, went from 850 per shell to 900, with, increases by level as usual. You're stuck in place for a shorter time after you fire it, and the reload got 4 seconds shaved off, went from 20 seconds to 16. Yeah, beam machine or bullpup machine gun, not beam machine gun. That would be way out of place. That was added. Yeah, the shield went from 2,300 points to 4,000. So yeah, that is quite an improvement. At 400, the Guncannon Heavy Type D was winning 45.3% of the time against the general average of 49.7. Rival win rate was way down. 50.6 is the average. 37.5% is what it was managing. It was only doing 52,000 damage on average when the average for generals at 400 is 70,000. And MS losses were elevated, 3.4 as opposed to 3.3 at the average. And as is often the case, above its base level, numbers drop off further. General type average 49.5% for wins at 450. It was level 2 was at 42.9. Rival win rate was 30% versus 49.7. Oh wow, the damage got worse. 48,000 versus 71,000 on average, and yeah, a whole third of a mobile suit more losses. Yeah, 3.5 versus 3.2. 500. Yeah, still on the diminishing returns train here. 40% win rate versus the 50% average. 29.3 rival win rate versus the 50.5% average. Damage is down to 45k with 78,000 being the average for generals at 500, and 3.4 MS loss per round as opposed to 3.2 being the average. Then some numbers pick up a tiny little bit at 550, and then others don't. The level 4 was getting a 40.4 win rate average, slightly higher than the 500, but also also against a slightly lower general type average of 50% even. But then there's the rival wins, which are down to 28.3, which lost a full percentage versus 500, whereas the average for generals only went down by like a third of a percent. Damage actually jumped back up a little bit. I'm going to assume probably because of overtune parts at level 4. But yeah, the average for generals 80,000. It was doing 50. That is horrible. And MS losses are a full half a mobile suit higher than the general average at 550. 3.2 is the average. 3.7 is what it had. So yeah, that is definitely an improvement. And yeah, I'm hoping it does well. But if it turns out they need to buff it more in the future, I'm not going to say no either.